Today we will continue our journey into Parsha Vayikra. When we learn Parsha Vayikra, we often focus on the korbanos as ritual acts, animals, flour, oil, blood. But in these parshios, the Torah also turns our attention to something far more subtle and far more common in our everyday lives. The Korban Hasham, the guilt offering, is deeply connected to the power and consequences of words. Among the sins that obligate an Hasham is the prohibition of taking a false oath. But Chazal teach us something remarkable. A true oath, taken rashly, can bring tragic consequences. To understand this, the sages tell stories, not just to entertain, but to open our eyes to how the Torah views the world. A woman once left money with her neighbor while she kneaded dough. Unbeknownst to either of them, the money became mixed into the dough and baked into bread. When the owner returned and couldn't find her coins, she asked her neighbor about them. The neighbor, feeling absolutely certain she hadn't touched the money, swore on the lives of her own children that she was innocent. And she was innocent. Yet her oath brought calamity, and her children died. Only later, when the bread was cut open, did the missing coins roll out, proving that neither woman had done anything wrong. It is a heartbreaking story, but Chazal tell it to teach us something crucial. Words have weight, even when we speak them sincerely. An oath is never just a sentence. It is a spiritual act that nevertheless reverberates in heaven. From here, people used to say, better never to swear at all, even when you know you're right. Another story we have continues like this. A man named Bar Talmion was entrusted with 100 dinars. When the owner came to collect the money, however, Bar Talmion falsely claimed he had already earned it. Pressured to swear in court, he devised a clever scheme. He hid the stolen coins inside a hollow walking cane. He handed the cane to the rightful owner, and then truthfully swore while leaning on it. By Hashem, I gave you the money. Technically true, but morally corrupt. But the trick didn't last. The judge noticed the cane's unusual weight, banged it on the ground, and the coins spilled out. Bar Talmion had succeeded in deceiving a human being, but not the divine judge who runs the world. The message, you may be asking, of this story? A lie wrapped in cleverness is still a lie. A twisting of words is still a corruption of truth. The Torah's world is a world where truth has meaning, and words are not tools to manipulate, but a sacred gift to elevate. Why does the Torah treat false oaths so seriously? You might be wondering. Because an oath means invoking Hashem's name, and invoking Hashem's name is a declaration that He is the guarantor of your words. Misusing that gift strikes at the foundation of a Jewish life: emunah, honesty, and respect for Hashem's presence in every moment. And because human beings do not always appreciate the weight of their own speech, Hashem gives us a system of spiritual repair. Korban Asham. The Asham is not just a punishment. It's a chance to realign, to acknowledge, to take responsibility, not just for what we did, but for who we are becoming. The Asham is brought for certain specific sins, most famously theft, misuse of sacred items, taking false oaths. But beneath the surface, the Torah is teaching something deeper. Some sins come from weakness, others come from carelessness. But the Asham addresses a sin that comes from a crack in integrity. The goal is not fear, it is awareness. Hashem is telling us, your words matter. Your promises matter. When your speech becomes cheap, your soul becomes cheap. Bring an Asham, come close again, and rebuild your inner world. From these stories and halachos, we learn to never rush into an oath, not even to defend your innocence. Even true words spoken impulsively can cause harm. We learn truth is more than semantics. Hashem desires honesty of heart, not clever technicalities. We learn tshuva begins with awareness. The Asham reminds us to live with thoughtfulness, to speak carefully, promise sparingly, and carry Hashem's name with reverence. And we also learn every word is a chance to build or destroy. So much of our life is not shaped by grand, heroic deeds, but by the quiet, constant flow of our speech.